Hello everyone, it's me, Juan54, back again with another video, and today, today we're gonna be doing something a little different. We're not gonna be reacting to FNAF again, okay? We're not gonna be reacting to FNAF. I figured we did a lot of that, and let's give some other franchise a chance. So, we are gonna be reacting to Game Theory Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. Yes, Poppy Playtime is getting a chapter 2 coming out this year, I believe, through this summer. So let's see what MatPat come up with. Let's see what he come up with. What does he come up with this one? You know what I meant. Oh god, that's already scary.
Last October, Poppy Playtime came onto the indie horror scene and took YouTube by storm. Felt like everybody was playing it, theorizing about it, high-fiving it. High five, Huggy.
Boom.
High five. High five, buddy. High five, buddy. High five?
Everyone.
High five, I missed. So of course, when the trailer for Chapter 2 dropped a couple weeks ago, you blew up my Twitter asking for a theory. So for the last month, I've been digging through the trailer, the merch drops, the secret leaked closed-circuit television footage, all to come up with the answers. And regardless of whether I'm right or wrong about Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, one thing we know for sure, we're gonna be dealing with some serious big lady energy.
Oh, you big. Oh, you big lady.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show.
Also, there's gonna be a lot of things coming up today. So yeah, do be on the lookout. This video is also being recorded the same day I'm recording my reaction to the Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 video, so be on the lookout for that one.
I may not be able to give you a grab pack, but I'll still let you high-five that subscribe button. And welcome back, friends, to Poppy Playtime, the one game to finally understand how terrifying old toys really are.
Stop that.
I need a creepy indie horror game to tell me that all those American Girl dolls secretly come to life at night. Kirsten's unblinking eyes just pierce into my soul.
Stop with the edit, man.
Hard pass. Last time we explored...
Alright, MatPat, please. You gotta stop doing that, man. That edit is good, yes, but that scared me. That creeped me out. I actually got shivers down my spine after seeing that.
Old abandoned toy factory of Playtime Co., we walked away with two major predictions about where this franchise is headed. First, we concluded that some of the former employees were experimented on in order to create living toys. And not just experimented on, but that their flesh and organs were actively used as the materials to create parts of the toys. Some were willing participants in this, namely Stella Graber, who I believe is now the creepy living doll Poppy Playtime. Others were less enthusiastic about the process, and as a result, the ensuing toy was just a wee bit less friendly. My second major prediction was that our game's title character, Poppy Playtime, wasn't actually the villain of the story. Unlike every other horror game in existence, where the title character is always out to rip the flesh from your bones. Instead, here in Poppy Playtime, Stella's human desire to make children happy and live forever meant that, now reborn as a toy, she just wanted to escape the factory to fulfill those dreams. Because of this, I guess that she would serve as our guide throughout the facility as we tried to solve the mystery of the factory's missing employees. And
Yes.
if you listen to the Chapter 2 trailer, it seems like we weren't that far off.
Terrible things have happened. Where do I even begin? You're in grave danger. She's watching your every move, so you better be careful. Mommy doesn't like guests.
That's Poppy's voice, definitely warning us of what's ahead. So I'm gonna personally consider this one a win. Look, I
Ding,
just
ding.
gotta take what wins I can, okay? They're few and far between. So now...
I mean, I'm not trying... Okay. I mean, MatPat did get some things right. I'm not gonna say who... I'm not gonna say which one, but my personal favorite was the Marvel one. I'll let you figure out which one I'm talking about.
We've proven ourselves to be very clearly dialed into the storyline for Poppy Playtime. What do we think's coming down the pipeline for Chapter 2? Let's just say that Mommy Longlegs here is going to be looking much different by the end of this chapter. But to understand how, we're going to have to look a bit closer. Since she was the big reveal of the trailer, I think it's fair to start there. First and
Okay.
most importantly, yes, her name is officially Mommy Longlegs. I'm not even making that up to ride whatever weird trend gaming's having right now with large, deadly women. This official name was actually revealed in, and I can't believe I'm gonna have to say this.
What?
It was revealed in the NFTs that this game released.
Oh, no! No! Oh no, not NFTs. Okay. I was thinking of doing a video about my opinions about the NFTs. Oh god. I'll just say they down horrendous for that. They down for that.
Feel dirty just saying it. Here's the thing, Mob Games, creators of Poppy Playtime, yeah, they made these things and they hid lore behind them, which is totally not cool. The only reason I'm comfortable talking
They hide lore in the NFTs? You just expecting everyone to pay that money, ain't you? Dishonor.
about these things is because the fan backlash was so strong against it and they sold so poorly. Seriously, they made like 30,000 of these things and they only sold like 600.
Yikes. Yikes, man. Really? Dang. I knew that I said earlier that was down horrendous, but now it's just justified.
Games learned their lesson and they've gone on record saying that they are not going to do NFTs again. So we're watching you. I'm gonna hold you to that. Anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna hold you to it, okay? If not, okay, right here, all right. All right, my viewers, they're holding up against you. Can't believe it.
The awesome move, the channel Terrico bought one of each so that no one else had to, and shared them all on his channel so everyone could see what they were missing. And it did give us important lore information. On the front of each card was a Playtime company toy, and on the back was a corresponding date, which allows us to form a complete timeline of the toy's releases by Playtime Co. Poppy
Really?
Playtime was the first, released in 1950. Brawn the Dinosaur was next in 1961, followed by Candy Cat in 1979. Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy were respective in 1984 and 1985, and finally Boogie Bot was the most recent in 1993. This timeline actually reinforces our previous theory, probably the only thing to ever come out of NFTs, where we guessed that Poppy was the first major hit for Playtime Co. because of how eager Stella was to be turned into a toy. But then at some point, the company lost the secret to her creation, which is why every toy that follows her becomes a monster. In addition to forming a timeline, though, the NFTs also ended with voice lines reading out letters. With the last of the batch giving us a code that we'd need to solve.
Y M N L
Okay.
M G B M C G Y G S.
Assembling all the letters and unscrambling them, you get the phrase, Mommy Longlegs is coming.
I still can't believe that's the name you're going with. Okay, Mommy Spider can be taken? We can't just call her Mommy Spider? Okay, well, technically speaking, Mommy Spider will not sell well because, well, many people are afraid of spiders. So, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, we could just oh, boy.
Yeah, definitely not a puzzle worth the $90 it takes to assemble all the NFTs. Again, huge shout out to Terrico as well as all the other creators who I saw do something similar with these NFTs and made.
Everyone, go to Terrico's channel and subscribe. Careful, he's a hero. He's a hero.
Available to the public. Okay, so Mommy Longlegs is clearly our next big bad. A giant spider with stretchy legs, but what exactly is her plan? Well, let's think back to Chapter 1. In Chapter 1, we learned that there's been a series of experiments to create these monsters.
Coordination and cooperation is evidently within his skill set, as well as the skill set of all other experiments of his type.
Huggy Wuggy was the last, Experiment 1006, but he was also different. As we saw in the game's first trailer in a split-second lore reveal, Huggy didn't need to eat in order to survive. Quote from the trailer, despite his digestive tract being wired properly, the prototype finds no necessity for sustenance, unlike the others. All other experiments can only survive while subsisting on much larger portions. And in this new chapter, it looks like we're going to see these previous 5 versions of Huggy. Here, we see ourselves having to play whack-a-mole against 3 differently colored Huggies trying to crawl out of the pipes. Seeing how many empty pipes are here? Wouldn't surprise me to see 2 more variations crawling out.
Oh,
and
boy.
just like we heard about in the tapes, these guys probably hungry considering that all the employees of the factory went missing 10 years ago. That is a long time to be waiting for a full meal. Mommy Longlegs is also going to want some food. When she sees us in the trailer, she says, I think we lost.
What?
We definitely can now lose him.
Okay, I appreciate that, but no ads, please. Okay, this one we can skip.
So,
the change in her voice as she tells us it's been so long? Yeah, she seems unhinged and hungry. She's just hoping that we are quite literally a fly in a web, just like the chapter's title says. But if these creatures need food and lots of it in order to survive, then how are they all going after a decade without any visitors? Well, for that answer, we actually turned to leaked closed-circuit TV footage that was revealed as part of a past Poppy Playtime merch drop. Because let's face it, once you've had yourself a wildly successful 30-minute gameplay demo for your horror concept, it's not about winning over the audience's trust by getting a fully fleshed out, mechanically sound Chapter 2 out right away. It's about franchising opportunities, fam, NFTs, merch, plushies. Man, I'm just impressed that they showed enough restraint to work on the actual game long enough before the publication of their first novel trilogy. Anyway,
Ha!
when this merch website went live, it came with 3 different CCTV camera feeds from inside the factory. We can tell that this is a live feed because camera 01's in the main auditorium where we first see Huggy, but Huggy is noticeably missing. So these feeds are clearly leaking after he tried to maul us to death in the vent system. In the beginning, these camera feeds were just kind of there, nothing all that exciting. But after 10 days, things started to happen. On camera 01, a broken and bloody cat meat toy appeared in the middle of the room. The blood isn't super surprising given the whole people are toys thing that we already talked about. Bloody toys were strewn across the factory in Chapter 1. The interesting part is actually what happens next. Another 3 days go by and suddenly the cat bee toy is missing with a trail of blood leading out into the darkness. Around the same time, we see this image of a spaghetti hand coming out of the machinery. These details, plus the fact that we see Mommy Longlegs drag a Huggy Wuggy doll into the darkness at the start of the Chapter 2 trailer, tells me that the larger monsters are feeding off of the other toys. Remember, some, or maybe even all of the toys are made from people. That's why they leave behind pools of blood when they're injured. As such, they can all serve as healthy snacks to keep Mama alive. In fact, we actually see pieces of Brawn and Boogiebot hanging from the webs around the factory, much like flies trapped in
Poor
the web
Brawn.
to be eaten by the spider.
And poor
We also
Robot.
see this caterpillar enemy chasing us through a jungle gym setup. Wouldn't be surprised if Mommy...
Oh, jeez. That is... I saw this in the trailer and I was like, nope. If that's chasing me, no, I'm running.
winds up devouring that thing too, like a spider eating an insect. All of that
Nom, nom,
just
nom.
tiding her over until she can finally get herself a proper meal, us. But for all the spider imagery, there's one weird detail. Mommy
What?
Longlegs only has 4 legs. I mean, even my favorite Pizzaplex spider.
Music Man! I need to react to that song. I mean, I wish I could. But, I mean, I want to react to that song. Lord knows I do, but... Copyright.
At 6, but I think that her 4 legs act as a clue for what's going to happen to her throughout the chapter. Mommy Longlegs was clearly inspired by the real-world toy of Betty Spaghetti, a toy that was huge during the late 90s and early 2000s. She too had rubber limbs and hair that you could manipulate, but the key part was that she was customizable. And I don't mean that you could just style her hair. Her body parts and hair were actually removable and swappable. For instance, her ponytail could be swapped out for slinkies or yarn. And of course, you could accessorize to your heart's content. If Mommy is taking these broken toys and eating their organic insides, maybe she's also collecting the fabric and plastic bodies to create more limbs that'll make her stronger. Add to her arm count. In fact, in the trailer, there's a small detail that I bet most people overlooked. There are these small little dots on Mommy Longlegs' arms and neck as she crawls towards us. It's not a rendering or modeling issue. That is just like the dots that we see on the Betty Spaghetti dolls.
Yep.
Dots that help with the toy's customization. In short, if you think that Mommy is threatening now, just wait until she puts on the rest of her arms and starts filling out those holes with equipable accessories, like a Boogiebot head that's ready to cave your skull in. Other things to point out here from the trailer.
I mean, actually, that would be kind of a little cool. I mean, I do imagine... are we going to... I just want to know, are we going to get a chase scene similar to that to Music Man? I'm sorry, I had to. But yeah, are we going to get something similar to that?
Obviously,
Just
the
wanna-
caterpillar, like
asking for a friend.
Also seems to be a flower enemy hidden up in the ceiling. The hug we see Mommy grab at the beginning of the trailer isn't the Huggy that chased us from Chapter 1. You'll notice there's no blood on the floor and it's small size relative to the size of the floor tiles. So this thing is likely a random Huggy doll that's used for effect. But before we wrap things up here, there's still one more topic that I wanted to focus on today. And it's the character that we actually started this whole theory off with, Poppy. Well, the internet's been distracted with Mommy Longlegs. Poppy is still here and she's talking to us throughout the entire trailer. And what she's saying, or more importantly, what she's not saying, may actually be pointing us to the main plot of not only this chapter, but the entire game. As I pointed out earlier, Poppy seems to be guiding us throughout the game, but just because she's helping us doesn't mean she's actually the good guy. Take a listen
Wait,
to
what?
these two
Okay,
lines from the
why
trailer.
you made her look like that?
Perfect. Too perfect to lose.
Poppy saying we're too perfect to lose lines up with what we theorized about last time, that she's the one talking to us throughout the death screens. It's not your time to die, don't die just yet, it's too early to die. All these screens show us that Poppy wants us alive, but her reason for that seems unclear. Sure, throughout Chapter 1, we got notes and death screens that seem to be focused on us saving the missing employees. There's more lives at risk than just yours and all that. But in this new trailer, there's something uneasy about Poppy's tone, something obsessive.
Hey, yo, wait, hold on, Mad Pat, calm down. Oh no, Poppy became a yandere. She became a yandere. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks after that.
Just because she wants to bring joy to children doesn't technically mean that she has to leave the factory. What if Poppy is trying to bring the factory back to life? At the very beginning of the game, we get a note telling us to come to the factory and find a poppy flower. But after finding the flower, all the literal writing on the wall tells us to not go in. Why would we get a letter from the employees telling us to find the flower, only for them to then tell us to stay away once we actually get there? It doesn't make sense. It only makes sense if that first letter is from Poppy. Notice those spelling and grammar mistakes? That letter is from her. It was sent to us to lure us in. She wants us in this factory. She needs us in this factory. Listen again to our lines from the trailer.
You are perfect.
Come on. Why another one?
Listen again to our lines from the trailer.
You are perfect. Too perfect to lose.
She describes us as
Calm down.
perfect.
Calm down.
She calls Honey.
Hey, okay, I need to take a little break. Hold on, Mad Pat. Oh no. No, Mad Pat, no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. I'm back. Oh no, this moment's gonna draw in some this moment's gonna be the starting point where we're gonna get yandere. Yandere, Poppy. Oh no.
Wonderful. He's good, but he's not perfect. Poppy must therefore be aware that both Huggy Wuggy and Mommy Longlegs are the failed attempts to recreate the magic of her own birth. But someone who came back to the factory despite the horror stories? Someone who came back with a good heart that wanted to help those who were trapped? That is suddenly someone that she can work with. As far as we know, Poppy's the only experiment to truly work. The only toy that managed to not turn into a monster through the toy conversion process. And if she truly wants to spread joy to all the children of the world, it would make sense for her to want to restart those experiments, to turn the factory back on, to create more living toys like herself. But it all needs to start with one pure soul. It needs to start with us. That's why she doesn't want to lose us. Not just because we can free her and remove the obstacles standing in her way, but because in her eyes, we can become the new Patient Zero. We can be the Ken to her Barbie. My guess is that after surviving chapter after chapter of toy-related horror headed our way, in the end, Poppy is gonna turn on us. She's gonna betray us. She's gonna turn us into the next generation of toy. By winning the game, we ultimately...
You see, I told you, you made her bro just like she's a yandere of sorts.
With our sponsor today, Public.
Okay, guys, this is gonna be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and leave down in the comments below what are your opinions about the upcoming Chapter 2 of Poppy Playtime. Anyways, this is Gamer54 signing off.